Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. This is Pauper to the People, proboards.com and the forum. And here is my deck list. It is in the thread July Brew of the Month. And we're playing Standard Pauper, Azorius control. I've only changed one card from Avery 61's list. I brought in a Prophetic Prism instead of an Elgod Shieldmate, leaving me with 18 creatures. And I am gonna look for a match of Standard Pauper. So Standard Pauper, and we want a match. And we also go to the Just for Fun room. As Standard Pauper matches are not easy to find. And now we take the first match that appears. Alright, yeah, 49 you. This doesn't look like a mulligan, although absolutely nothing is happening in the hand. And he's blue, so there will be grinding. And Raptor. The Raptor evolves. Hi Chris. I think I'm looking to draw cards here and not play the Guildgate. Maybe even play the Prism, those fixing the mana and drawing cards at the same time. But what happened to my opponent? Random pause. Ignore the phone. Yeah, frågetecken. Well, this is turning out to be a crappy movie, as my opponent is not here. Now he's here. And he hits me. And I do go for the Prism and the card. And there's my pacifism. That won't be enough to save me. So, Delver or Raptor, or that thing. Well, I think it is the Raptor. So, Seraph next turn. But he has the ability to counter here. So he must just run me over, but this is the deck. My deck was designed to beat. This is the Blue Flyers deck that is judged to be number 1 in the metagame during episode was it 116, 115, where this deck was brewed up. The whole point of this deck was to beat the monoblow tempo deck. And if he has a counterspell now, he's very safe. But if he doesn't have the counterspell, the Seraph will set him back a lot. But I'm sure he does. I still need to try to play her. And she does land. Okay, then Bounce can save him. And there's Bounce. So, how much damage? Maybe I go for the Verdict next time. No, I still think it's the... but will I live even? It's 7 damage, so I'm at 6. But lifelink does happen simultaneously, doesn't it? If I block the Delver, I die, but do I gain the life? I should really know this. Well, let this be the time when we decide. And he attacks only with the Frostburn Weird, who can become a 2/3/3/2/4/1. So I am blocking here. I'm trading. As I next turn can do a Verdict Think Twice. So that was what you wanted. Another Seraph. Is Verdict Think Twice fast enough? I'm playing the Seraph here. Can I die because of it from an unsummon? Yes, I can, so I should have played the Verdict. There's a cancel. That's important to know. And he doesn't attack. So I can think twice. Pacify the Stitch Drake. Get it cancelled, but I'm now fairly safe. And now I just need my extort creatures. And there we go. So let's start extorting then. Should probably not use all white for that then. And we have well, we'll Essence Gather that and extort it. Sweet feeling. Now we'll think twice. And maybe we should even think twice now. To get nothing. We can use the Verdict and extort in case he attacks. Okay, so I'm out of think twices now. Hands of Binding. Well, Hands of Binding, select target creature, extort. Yes, I want to use Cipher. I'll encode that. To the Seraph. Okay, now I can attack and use the Verdict. Okay. I will do the damage to Delver. Verdict on that thing. and life for me. So that went fairly well. Now he can attack me for 4. That doesn't really hurt me, does it? So I will be gaining so much life from the Hands of Binding here. Because now it's cast. So here comes Hands of Binding. I'm casting it on Stitch Drake. And I am extorting from it. And your turn. And he gave up. So how do I sideboard here? Here's the tempo deck. So I'm pretty much built to defeat him. Maybe the shield mates are being replaced by dispels. But did he even have? I don't know, isn't this the deck I built to defeat? So let's do it. Delver. It's on the table. And if he flips, he will be problematic. But he seldom does. Alright, so now I can actually counter something. If you want to communicate with me, it's better to email than to try to get me online, as I'm always making videos. I want to counter here. I still want to counter. Eventually the Delver will flip. But not yet. And I'm countering the Delver. Because double Delver will hurt. I don't know about Stitch Drake in a deck with only 18 creatures. I'm not convinced that he is super good. Now I have nothing except the counterspell, so a flip Delver here is very, very problematic. But for some reason I'm so lucky, and the Delver is not flipping. Or I would have taken 12 damage instead of 4. Well, Haunted Fengraph, very sweet. Next turn I'll have to play the Shieldmate, but now the Delver will flip. No. Wow. And I'm countering the Raptor. So there is a counter war then. Then maybe the spell would have served me better. Yay, Shieldmate, really worthless. Well, at least he stops the Delver. As he never flips. Is this the time we're flipping? No, we're not flipping. And his creature has to evolve, has to resolve for him to evolve, right? Well, first time ever he encountered 3 counterspells. But I have nothing going on. And I can't hold this up forever. And there. We are off to problems. The guards. Please counter him. Yes! Then he has the unsummon, but at least he has to use it. Wow, that he didn't use the unsummon to force me to use another resource. Well, we get the Stitch Drake, which of course is not really what we wanted. Okay, I want to cast the Stitch Drake. Why can't I cast the Stitch Drake? Oh, I don't have a creature in my graveyard. That's why I got the Stitch Drake, of course. As I did remove the other creature from the game. And once again, Stitch Drake sucks. I think I prefer another 2 Vanguards instead of the Stitch Drake. Alright. If you don't have a counterspell now, you're in trouble. You do have the counterspell. And now you have the unsummon. Yep. I think he seems to have reduced his creature count a lot. Okay, I need to bring in the spells instead of Shield Mace, but then I'm going even lower in my creature count, which probably is not the key. So he wins the second game. Stitch Drake is so good once he hits, but he has a hard time hitting it. But I don't want to take out... Maybe I can take out the Hands of Binding then. But they are the key to victory. Oh, I'm running as is. Don't have a sideboard plan, sadly, so I might be doing a mistake here. Tell me how you would have sideboarded. Right, now I have several things happening here, but another Stitch Drake clogging my hand. And he always has the first turn Delver, though he never flips it. What do I do here? I want to play the Basilica Guards right next turn, so I have to go for the Guild Gate. Velkin turn. Wow. Okay. So I go for the Basilica Guard. If He flips now. Wow, he's not lucky with his flips. I think I need to draw here to get some more cards. So I am gonna use... I'm gonna play the Prism. Maybe I shouldn't even extort here. Rather have the mana. Or no, I do extort. The chance that I draw a land that I can play untapped, it's... Whoa, it might have been a critical mistake. Alright, I am in trouble. And of course a tempo deck with... and I don't have any cheap kill spells. It's very hard to beat a tempo deck. Wow, he plays another... Okay, I'll play the Syndic. Extort, but I'm taking so much damage. And once again, Stitch Drake is not the rescue that Gryff Vanguard would be. I don't think this deck can use Stitch Drakes. When you're playing a control deck, you have a hard... You really can't afford to have cards that are stuck in your hand like this. And now even the Seraph does not save me. Yeah, I'm just dead. Thank you for watching MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan, and yeah, I was playing the Brew of the Month for July from Pauper to the People's forums. I'll include the link in the show notes. Thank you.